It's time for Platinum Jax. And in this game, I will be building the Feral Flare. Which one? And I will explain a little bit as to why he became a lot better. Which two? So, I have attack speed quints, our attack damage reds, armor yellow, magic resistance blue, scaling, and 921-0 masteries. And I will flat out say now, I actually feel Jungle Jax is finally like not just a one of those borderline viable picks that you pick whenever you feel like it. He can actually be considered a viable jungle pick. Oh, if you guys saw yesterday's video, you know what this is about. We get invaded, I nearly die, I level up my Q, and I survive. And now I'm forced to clear the jungle using my Q, and without a leash. But anyways, I digress. So, Feral Flare was an item built to help junglers who had no offensive options to the machete. It's like, oh, you want to build Spirit of the Lizard over there on Jax? Half of it is wasted, and it's mostly just pointless. Oh, you want to build Spirit of the Ancient Golem? Yeah, we'll delay your damage a little bit more, and people will just start, beat your ass early on when it comes to, damage output. So now that Feral Flare is out, and it helps auto attackers a lot more. Champions like Aatrox, Jax, and Master Yi, who didn't really have a lot of use of Spirit of the Elder Lizard, now actually have something they can use to fight. So, anyways, I'm not really content with only farming, because only farming is a pretty good way of losing games if your teammates are getting their asses kicked. So I waltzed down bottom. I don't know if they had this warded, but it doesn't seem so. It kind of seems so, but at the same time it doesn't, because Lucian is backing off for safety, and Morgana, for whatever reason, stayed in the bush. And now we pretty much catch her out of position and kill her. Shyvana comes down, but it's kind of a little too late. I hit Lucian a little bit, and this just kind of further, tells me, did they even have a ward? Because I ward this, I go around and just loop, like, very short distance, and I'm able to catch Lucian, and we kill him. It's like, I have no idea where the fuck they warded, or if they warded at all, but he got me 2 kills, and now I'm ahead of Shyvana, despite being invaded. So I'm off to a good start. But as you can see, despite the fact that, our team is kind of dominating the early game, the game is pretty fucking long. Gragas gets blown up by Brand, who pretty much went for a kill because he knew I was going to kill him one way or another. Unfortunately, Gragas dies, so he gets a kill at least too. I steal all this farm because it's delicious, and Shyvana was going to be forced to push it anyways. Now, as far as Jungle Jax goes, he went up in viability thanks to this item. Before, like I already mentioned, he didn't have an offensive choice in the machete line, and that was actually a really bad thing for Jax. See, what makes Jax a strong champion is his power spikes. When he gets level 6, power spike. When he gets his first and second offensive item, power spike. When he gets fully equipped, massive power spike. In the jungle, though, he was forced to mostly go Spirit of the Ancient Golem because he couldn't use Spirit of the Elder Lizard. So he would get his power spike at level 6, and he'd start mowing down camps all that, like, just crazy. But so would a lot of other characters be getting their power spikes. So other champions get their power spikes, and they buy Spirit of the Lizard Elder or some offensive item and get an even further one. But Jax gets Spirit of the Ancient Golem or a Spirit Stone or something, and he doesn't get any more damage or any more combat power there, just survivability. So he doesn't get a spike there to keep up with others. So here you can see I just kind of turned the gank around. Well, I mean, I ganked them, they survive it, they go in for to push again, and I jump on Lucian. He survives, but kind of dies. So it's worth it in the end. I use my flash for it. But anyways, as I was saying, I've mentioned it a lot before. If you bought a Spirit Stone and your opponent bought a Longsword, he has a massive advantage over you in a duel. If you build Spirit of the Ancient Golem first and he builds Spirit of the Lizard Elder, he can probably kill you despite the fact that you have more health. It's just how, itemization goes in the jungle. So the fact that now he actually has an item that boosts his strength even before he fully upgrades it, it's massive. And I love that. And I love that on a lot of other characters too. With Nocturne, I used to have Spirit Stone and a Longsword. I'd still be afraid of getting killed, but I'm slurring my words. I'd be afraid of getting killed sometimes. Now at least I have attack speed and a Longsword and whatever, and like I don't have that 700 burden that is a Spirit Stone on me. I hope you get what I'm saying. It's kind of the basic gist of it. Jax now actually has a power spike when he jungles, and I love that. And I've been using Jungle Jax a lot more, and I've been able to carry. I've been able to, similar to Master Yi sort of thing. It's like I can farm all game and then come out and kill people, or I can go around ganking others, pushing lanes, and wrecking face, that kind of stuff. Fortunately for me, it's this game is going by rather well. I'm keeping up in farm considering I'm a jungler, and I've also got a few kills up my sleeve. And I also got dragon. Here though, I fuck up royally. I don't even use my ultimate. Like that is what ends up getting me killed. Fortunately though, Gragas picks up the kill and gets himself some goodies, and gets himself some lane control as well. Also, I kind of find the new Gragas pretty funny to watch. It's just like he's got good damage in his Q. They got a stun. I don't know if he's really strong or not, but I kind of like him in my team. Anyways, once more I jump down bottom, and we don't kill Lucian. He gets that goddamn heal summoner on him, and he gets to survive. The Morgana is going to start getting angry because she thinks I'm camping. I'm going up and down the lanes. Top lane, Teemo's got it pretty much under control, so I don't need to help him. I'm not close to getting Pharaoh. Well, I'm almost close to getting Pharaoh Flare now. But at this point, I don't really need it. As you can see, I'm going tank because we don't have a front line outside of Morgana. Outside of Leona. Here, Morgana face checks the bush, and I saw it coming, so she ends up just getting, pretty much killed. Then she gets mad that I'm bottom lane. She's like, buy a tent. I don't even know why I awarded to jump over it. It was completely unnecessary, but we catch Lucian as well and kill him too. They probably should buy wards. But anyways, wait, does she have a Spirit Stone? No, she doesn't even have a goddamn Spirit Stone, so it's her damn fault that they haven't even caught me. So, yeah, if you're a support, buy some wards, because holy shit, you're gonna get camped if you know this. I love camping people who refuse to ward. It's just like, you can tell they're getting angrier and angrier. I'm only getting harder and harder. But anyways, here, I think I got baited. I don't know if they had a ward, but like, holy crap, they ambushed me. Brand starts off his combo with his Q for some fucking reason, and I run away. Though, I don't know why I turned back. I thought I would be able to lure them to Teemo and be able to turn this around and kill them, and I pay the price for that. It's my own, I judged the situation poorly, and I think I got jumped. Right now, just Teemo owns the Riven once again, and the Brand, I don't know, he should have noticed that flash. Grax comes in, throws his ultimate down, well, right now, and the barrel explodes, killing Brand. So, anyways, as I already mentioned, Jungle Jax has his power spike enabled, and he farms pretty quickly anyways to get his Pharaoh Flare rather quicker than a lot of other junglers. So he gets two offensive. He can either go two offensive items, Pharaoh Flare and Blade of the Rune King, kind of like every other fucking Pharaoh Flare jungler right now. Even though Blade of the Rune King is one of the items you probably get anyways, and start wrecking faces in a sort of glass cannon build. Or in the case of Mei right now, you can actually go tanky on him and make it work. Though your damage spike, your late game damage spike is severely delayed. So if your enemy team is kind of fed, then you're not going to do jack shit. But if you're even, then tank Jackson actually survive and survive enough to the late game while still dealing competent damage and all that good stuff. So yeah, the enemy team is dying a lot. We have a severe advantage over them, 10,000 gold. But I tell you, look at the game's length. This is gonna get a lot more exciting. So, anyways, as far as Pharaoh Flare junglers go, everyone's like all up in Master Yi is the best, and yeah, his win rate actually shows that. His pick and ban rate shows that. But I would actually not say he's not the best Pharaoh Flare jungler, and I will actually detail that in the article tomorrow that you should totally read on reignofgaming.com. This is totally not an advertisement, but anyways. The thing about Master Yi is he's got a lot of carry potential, definitely. He murders everybody, but unlike a lot of other Pharaoh Flare junglers, like Jax and Nocturne, his utility kind of is non-existent. He's just damage. He can split push like a fucking god, sure, but, that's not really utility. That's kind of selfish play. And it's not to say selfish play can't carry games and get you elo and shit. Oh, by the way, this is kind of cool. I jump in, do a lot of fucking damage. We had, a really long fight, and the casualty is Morgana from Gragas, and then Gragas himself gets killed. Riven comes in, Leona comes in, fight breaks out. Leona sacrifices her life so I can kill Riven, and yeah, I kill her. Then I'm stun Shyvana and just jump out. But anyways, as I was saying, Master Yi is just pure damage. He can carry games, and that's fine and all, but he's very selfish champion. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your team's so far behind, there might be no saving them from themselves. If you were someone like Nocturne, you could farm all day and then gank lane still and help out a lane if they're losing or something. So that's a good thing. It's like help a brother out kind of thing. I love it more when I'm Nocturne because, top lane is losing, I'll go and gank them. Top lane is overextended and it's a delicious, easy gank. Go in, collect some more money. Because farm isn't the only way you get money. And at least, if you get your teammates fed, they won't just have you to worry about, they'll have your team to worry about. So that's kind of my logic. Nocturne doesn't have as much damage. I mean, he has high damage, but he doesn't have as much damage as a fully armed and equipped Master Yi. But holy crap, can he actually contribute more to the team? I mean, this is obvious. Same with Jax, though a lot less than Nocturne. At least with Jax, you can be tankier, so you don't just instantly die if someone trips you up with a crowd control. And you have actual crowd control as well, so it's like you can actually do things. Here we fight one of the dumbest fights ever. It's like, we didn't just focus Lucian. He like kind of... Well, I don't know why the fuck they didn't focus Lucian. It ends up getting two of my teammates killed, and I kind of just ran off for my own, life. I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna die. The next item I'm building is Banshee's Veil, actually, because holy crap, their damage is obscene. Morgana is actually, her crowd control is starting to get annoying, as well as Brand's just straight out damage. Of course, the enemy team was behind, but as you can see, they're catching up rather quickly. They're still 8,000 gold below us, and it was only about a 2,000. It was a 10,000 gold difference prior to the update, and I don't know what the fuck teammate was trying to do there, but he paid the price for that. Right now, my Leona teammate is raging, but you can't see it because your lower replay doesn't record team chat anymore for some fucking reason. So, as far as things are considered. Actually, I do not think Feral Flare is too overpowered. I do think he's overtuned in case of how fast you can get it on some characters, so it therefore needs a little bit more things to... you need a little bit more things to kill. I mean, you should get more things to kill in order for you to actually evolve it. And I think it scaling infinitely is kind of a stupid thing. Why not just give it a Thresh treatment and make it scale less after a certain point or something? But anyways, I don't think it's overpowered per se. I think the combination of Feral Flare and Blade of the Ruined King is a lot more overpowered and stupid. Anyways, I go in for Baron blind because I had no fucking vision. And I don't want to die here. I want to steal this Baron. So I flash over the wall, try to get away. And like, the Shyvana's a top lane. So that means they have no fucking... they can't stop it. They have no smite. But Riven did the really smart thing. She jumped over the wall and hunt me down. She probably knew they had no way of securing Baron. So if I was alive, there was a good chance I could have stolen it. She came after me, killed me, and they were able to get Baron easily. I'm not to say that I would have stolen it because they were almost done with it and I was kind of out of range and I had no vision, but that was so close. Leona, right there, if you noticed, she almost let Gragas die because she was busy rage typing to us. It's like, focus on the game. We have a worse chance of winning if you're mad. So, the enemy team, pretty much is winning. Oh, not winning now. They've gained a lot of control of the game, definitely. Because we're kind of throwing it. Solo queue, you're expected to throw things. We're dumb. I'm finally building Blade of the Ruined King myself. So I can actually, kill people. I'm like, I have a lot of damage missing. I mean, I lack damage potential that Jax wants. I need my late game power spike. So Blade of the Ruined King and Trinity Force are my next items, even though Trinity is ridiculously expensive. I can't imagine having another item than that. And for some reason, Draven, Teemo, and Leona decided to actually dive the enemy team, and they thus died in their base. So now it's only up to me and Gragas to defend, but the enemy team is not pushing. They really should have taken this chance to push mid tower and at least take it. Because if they don't push for objectives, we're going to be allowed to recover. As far as late game goes, I think my team has a better chance at late game. At least because Teemo will just annoy the living shit out of them with his mushrooms. And I will be allowed to actually gain some goddamn damage. I get caught. I don't get caught. I just run into Shyvana and Brand, and I probably should have kept up on them because my team pretty much managed to deal with Ribbon rather easily. And I run into 4 fucking people, so it's like, holy shit, I'm bailing from this. I have no abilities at the moment, so I'm just kind of running, waiting, trying to get back to Draven so we can triple team this Shyvana and kill her. Almost like a porno, actually. So we managed to kill her 3 for 1. I'm low as hell. I mean, I was actually grammaring. I don't know why I'm trying to correct myself. Anyways, I'm low as hell, but we can easily get this inhibitor before, whatever happens. Lucian's going to get blown the fuck up right here just by the combination of all the damage. And Brand leads everybody else to a wild goose chase. I didn't switch the camera, so you can't actually see where the hell he went. But he actually manages to juke everybody and kill Tebow in the process. So he survives. I go back by the Sheen. Well, by the Sheen, the first component for the Trinity Force, and I have on Blade of the Rune King now. So now I can actually deal damage. As you can see, this game is taking quite a bit, and the gold is ridiculous on both sides. There's a lot of action going on. Here I catch Shyvana, we deal damage, she burns her ultimate, and so does Leona. I think Leona wasting her ultimate is a bigger detriment than Shyvana wasting hers. We easily destroy Baron, because if there's anything the Feral Flare does that's kind of just unfair, it annihilates Dragon and Baron, so that's probably something that should be nerfed, either by giving it like 50% damage on these gigantic monsters. However, though, Morgana tries to play the hero and sacrifices herself, Bran gets caught off guard and dies as well. And with that, you can pretty much tell what the rest of this game is going to go. We force Leona to tank the turret and we annihilate this. Then we go straight for the inhibitor. Then the enemy get a little too close to us. We jump on them, kill the Riven almost instantly, and then we just pop every item I have on the Shyvana, well, except Blade of the Rune King, and kill her. And with that, victory is pretty much secure. And as I said, Feral Flare Jax is actually a lot stronger than I could have imagined. I would say it pretty much made him from borderline viable to definitely viable. And if you want to carry games, he's definitely someone you can pick. Hooray for Jax.